Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Reactor, and this is Quinn. And today's article comes from TheGuardian.com and says Facebook reportedly discredited critics by linking them to George Soros. Facing a string of crises, Facebook hired a PR firm to push conspiracy theories about the billionaire, the New York Times reports. So Facebook, the go-to for what is real and what is fake news, remember how they started saying that they'll start deciding and protecting people from fake news?
Right.
Turns out they were pushing fake news, and the whole George Soros is behind all this, that's a huge conspiracy theory. And they were pushing it. And I guarantee they didn't call it fake news. They said real news.
I think it would be appropriate to even refer to them as pushers.
Anything negative about Facebook, I bet they called fake news. Because they're the authority now.
That's a smart thing to do.
Yeah.
I don't know why you wouldn't do that.
Well, let's see what this is about. I also noticed that this picture you can see his horns trying to grow.
Oh, you're
see
right.
that?
There's two of them.
Yep.
Just like horns.
I don't know if he's hiding them somehow with makeup or what, but they're there.
I mean, he can afford some pretty darn good makeup, let's be frank.
Facebook hired a PR firm that attempted to discredit the company's critics by claiming they were agents of billionaire George Soros, the New York Times reported Tuesday. Soros is a Jewish philanthropist who is the frequent subject of anti-Semitic conspiracy theories. At the same time, the social media company urged the Anti-Defamation League to object to a cartoon used by anti-Facebook protesters over its resemblance to anti-Semitic tropes. Okay. News of Facebook's aggressive attempts to undermine critics came in a damning report by the Times detailing how Facebook executives have struggled to manage the numerous and severe challenges confronting the company, all while lashing out at critics and perceived enemies. Yeah. This is a company that's like more powerful than the government, more powerful than governments combined. And they have appointed themselves as the decider of real and fake news. And here they are making fake news, literally making fake news because it benefits them.
More powerful than governments, though.
Yes.
I mean,
well, okay.
How?
They're just as powerful as Google and Amazon, right? Mm-hmm. And Amazon is in the news right now for they're having their second headquarters, and they're trying to figure out where to put it. And they had governments bidding on where they're going to put it. They had governments like municipal governments begging them to be associated with them.
Wow.
That sounds much more powerful than government, doesn't it?
Right.
When the government's begging you to join them, to be part of them, yeah, they should be asking governments, like, where can we go? Yeah. News of Facebook's aggressive attempts to undermine critics came in a damning report. Read that already. Rashad Robinson, the executive director of one of the groups targeted by the PR campaign, Color of Change, called the anti-Semitic smear outrageous and concerning. It's very concerning. See, but they're a private company. All these people are going to complain like they're a private company. They can do what they want. Yeah, and that's the problem. They can do what they want. Private companies shouldn't be. The government is there. The government is a group of citizens, right? Which means I know the citizens don't really control the government anymore, but supposedly they do.
Right.
Technically they're supposed to. So when a corporation is more powerful than a group of citizens, that's an issue.
Right.
And that's something to be feared.
Yeah.
If I was Zuckerberg, I would be doing so much corrupt stuff.
Zuckerberg is, he probably knows that, what he's created is a lot like a cartel. If you cut the head off of that snake, there's 6 more snakes ready to pop up and take control.
Yeah. Amid growing pressure from lawmakers over its role in Russian interference in the 2016 presidential election, Facebook increasingly turned to Definer's Public Affairs, a Washington, D.C.-based political consultancy founded by Republican operatives and specializing in opposition research, according to the report. One of Definer's tactics was to publish dozens of negative articles about other tech companies, including Google and Apple, in order to try to distract attention from Facebook's public relations woes. Definers published the content on NTKnetwork.com, a website that looks like a news site but is actually run by the PR firm. The narratives pushed on NTK network were often picked up by conservative sites such as Breitbart. So, yeah, they're literally paying for fake news to be made. Yep, and this is, they were caught. And had they not been caught, we would have no idea. And people are still going to defend them even after this. Like, yeah, but I don't know, man. But George Soros is evil. He's got his thing, but evil is, questionable. Another tactic was to cast Soros as the driving force behind groups critical of Facebook. The firm circulated a research document connecting Soros to a broad anti-Facebook movement, the Times reported, and pressed reporters to look into financial links between Soros and groups such as Freedom from Facebook and Color of Change. Soros, who was born in Hungary in 1930 and made a vast fortune as an investor, is a major funder of liberal and pro-democratic causes. He has long been the target of anti-Semitic attacks from the right-wing fringes, but such conspiracy mongering has been increasingly adopted by mainstream Republicans, and apparently Facebook. Facebook is among that group. The anti-Soros drumbeat reached something of a fever pitch in the weeks before the midterm elections as conservative politicians and news outlets advanced baseless allegations that he was behind a caravan of Central American migrants traveling through Mexico. Soros was one of the targets of a rash of mail bombs that were sent to Democratic politicians in October. So yeah, that thing that happened, the mail bombs and stuff like that, and then the caravan thing, they were saying that Soros was behind it. Right. But if you think about it, that's actually something that Soros wouldn't be behind. That was something that hurt Soros's agenda. I'm not saying he's not behind, other movements and stuff like that, 'cause it's well known that he does fund these things.
Right.
Okay. But saying he was behind the migrant thing, that would hurt his agenda. Joe Gabriel Simonson, a reporter for the right-wing news site The Daily Caller, tweeted Wednesday that he had been urged to include bring up Soros tactics in an article about Facebook earlier this year. The PR guy did keep bringing up Soros, Simonson wrote. This was like 6 months ago, too, so it was even odder. Robinson, whose organization has run online campaigns criticizing Facebook over racial discrimination in housing ads, privacy and surveillance, racist hate speech, and other issues, said he was deeply troubled by the report. This narrative has really dangerous anti-Semitic undertones about Jewish people controlling the world, Robinson told The Guardian by phone. It's also deeply anti-black. The idea that our strategies, our ideas, our visions are somehow built off some puppet master, that Facebook would employ a right-wing firm to say that, is deeply troubling. So I also want to point out, like, the whole Jewish people controlling the world. That's actually not the case. It's no different than saying any group controls the world, because you're telling me that every Jewish person is controlling the world? No. It's like saying every white person controls the world. Sure, there are wealthy people. There are wealthy black, Mexican, white, Jewish people who are using their money to influence things.
Right.
But it's not all of them. You can't just group someone by race. Race has nothing to do with this.
Right.
And I feel like that's a big issue that no one's actually thinking about. Well, some people are, but the Color of Change is a not-for-profit civil rights organization. It receives some money from Soros, Robinson said, in addition to many other funders, including Facebook co-founder Dustin Moskovitz Foundation, the Open Philanthropy Project. Robinson also said that over the past year, he has been asked numerous times by journalists about funding from Soros. No one at the end of a call says, "Are you funded by the Ford Foundation?" Robinson said. Facebook did not respond to a request for comment. Soros has been openly critical of Facebook and Google. Oh, really? The internet monopolies have neither the will nor the inclination to protect society against the consequences of their actions, he said in a speech at the World Economic Forum in Davos in January. That turns them into a menace, and it falls to the regulatory authorities to protect society against them. I think Facebook. Yeah, this is obviously Facebook's caught. This proves that they're not the unbiased source that they're trying to claim they are. They're definitely biased. All social media is biased. And then when they start dictating who's right and who's wrong, what's real and what's fake news, you have an issue because they're not being honest, you know?
Right.
So, yeah, they're a private company. They can do what they want. But if they have the power to influence the entire world, you have to do something about that because they can influence the entire world with a lie. And that's too much power. It's way too much power. I don't know, but yeah, that was pretty weird.
Yeah, I agree.
Pretty weird. There's so again, here's Zuckerberg with his little horns trying to grow. I don't know what that is. I don't know why, but I mean, it's a fact that there's something trying to grow there. I'm just saying, like, you know, that's undeniable. You can see it with your own eyes, you know. So I think that kind of says something about Facebook, you know.
Yeah.
You have anything else you want to say?
Yeah, I just don't even. I don't care about Facebook. I don't know why people still. People still use it for their busineses.
I have no idea why people use it.
It's an annoying app that infuriates me with their. It was always just really too much. It was just invasive.
And everyone knows that they just track you and sell your data and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you know,
I think I had more data tracking happen to me then. I just felt like I was always getting more ads and weird stuff in my.
Everything you do while you have Facebook open, they track, and it's the weirdest thing when you don't even type anything in. You just talk near your phone, and then you start getting ads for it. Like, dude, come on, that's a little far.
Right. It's
I mean, but that like, does happen.
Do you want to have a deeper voice? And I'm like, what? And they're like,
I was just talking about.
Do you like It's like. What?
Or it's like when it doesn't. When you're talking about a biker gang, and then you start getting Harley advertisements. Like, what?
Right.
Like, I wasn't even saying I wanted a momotorcycle. What is this?
Exactly. And you're like, yeah.
This is your best guess of what I was talking about? Like, don't even do anything if you don't know what. If I'm sitting here and I'm like, I think I need a new toaster. You know, that's creepy still, but at least it's not like trying to guess. You know, if I mention a toaster, it doesn't mean I want one. You know.
Yeah, it's just it gets to the point where you like start saying products, and then like seriously, like the next day you're getting like that exact product
not even the
that
next
you saw.
day. Sometimes instantly, like, wait. I remember I was talking about I was walking around Walmart talking about a TV, I looked at a TV. I wasn't even planning on buying it, and then I started getting Facebook ads for TVs. Like, dude, come on.
Yeah, how?
Like, you're just creeping me out. You're creeping everyone out.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Like, is this how you make money? I don't know, man.
It's no good.
That's all you have to say, though?
Yeah.
All right, well, that's it for the article. If you enjoyed it, let us know by giving it a thumbs up. I suggest you log out of Facebook and then comment on our video, letting us know you did, so that we know you're safe. Because you're
you're in dire jeopardy.
Yeah, your life, you're in danger. They're trying to lie to you now. But other than that, check our description for our Patreon link if you want to help us, because that'd be awesome. And thanks for watching.